Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft. So we are here, second episode. Found a nice little area I think to build our tower, I guess. I think it'd be quite cool to have a tower. I've never really built, well I did build a tower actually in the first episode, but it was a kind of an enchanting tower. So this would actually be a kind of fully livable tower. Now the reason why I'm heading this way is because we need to go and get some seeds, and the best place to get that is in the savannah over here. So because we need to build a little farm, we've got to think about a little bit of sustainability on the food front while we do our building, or else our 10 loaves of bread are really not going to cut the mustard. So yeah, but I think where we are is quite a nice little area. I'm pretty happy with it. We've got some villages nearby, although not that interesting villages. I haven't seen a illager tower or pillager tower, whatever you want to call them, I don't even know. Broken leg. But we will definitely do a bit more of a recce once I think we got let's check we are picking these up. Yeah, cool, good. Once we've got like a nice little foothold here, we'll make some maps and get cracking, I guess. There was a cartography table in, I had lava here. Yeah, okay, there's definitely lava underneath here. I told you this is the best place to get seeds. I think we just get a full stack. That will absolutely do us. I don't think we need anything crazy. Oh, it's a baby cow. Baby cow. How cute. We're going to need some wood at some point as well, so we need to get chopping. But if we can get a kind of a basis, nice little base now, that would be good. Okay. I think that should do. 45. Let's go. Some fishies. Huh. Okay. That here. This shouldn't be. Yeah, weird. Anyway, we'll take some more sugar cane because we will want to grow a load of that for paper. Du papier, s'il vous plaît. Yeah, so get a map, and obviously we can find out. I mean, I could just do the whole, X and Y coordinates thing, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit cheaty in a way. I know it's like a lifesaver sometimes, and I did nearly lose my home when we went to that village. But to be fair, that was mostly because my draw distance was set so low, and that wasn't really necessary. So yeah, I'm hopeful that actually that won't be the case. The next thing we're going to need is more of that and a storage. So we'll have to do a bit of mining after we put down some. I need a hoe actually. I've got a workbench down here, haven't I? I did have. I got one in here. Here we go. Boom. Might need more than one actually. They tend to break quite quickly. That's just gravel and that's diorite. Okay. Oh, sugar cane. There we go. So this obviously is coming out here. I'm fine with leaving that like that. That's fine. But what we probably want to do here is we want to make something that is quite easy to harvest. Actually, to be fair, now I've done one, I've got to do them all. Look at that, more achievements. I guess kind of good to do them in threes because it'll let you know how many loaves of bread you're going to get, basically, because it's 3 wheat to a loaf of bread. Oh god, sea chicken. I don't know if that will actually reach, to be fair. Might not reach. It'll be fine there, yeah, because of that water. But I don't know if it will reach there. So let's... There we go. Definitely will reach there now. So that will be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3. So that's 15 loaves of bread. Okay. Which would be enough to keep us going, I think. After we go through this 10, we can obviously think about other stuff as we kind of crack on. Right, so as I said, we do need to do some mining. Chuck this stuff in here. Oh, we probably should plant some melons as well. Actually, melons are pretty good. I've got 1 seed, so boom, there we go. Yes, as I said, we need to get some more of the andesite. That's the one, andesite. So let's pop this stuff back in here. We do a little bit of mining. Seeing if we've got enough pickaxes. Probably do with, maybe we could do 1 more, can't we? I like that water sound. Gotta make sure there's a nice water feature in our tower. What's that? Black wall. Okay, for some weird reason I thought that was we've only got 4 torches. Yikes. That's a problem. There we go. We don't need any of that, actually. We'll leave the coal there. We've got 64 torches. Good. I think we are away. Boop, 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 boop. Bopping our head all the way down. This is andesite, isn't it? I think. Yeah. Cool. It's quite hard to tell with andesite. Because I mean, I'd like to use stone. Actually, stone would look pretty cool, but as I kind of said, let's get rid of this dirt. I just don't feel like it would be very resource intensive to make that much stone. Not to mention quite annoying. Let's use the wood pickaxe. We just bang through it, can't we? So yeah, hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing good. Kind of got a day off today, but we're going for a lovely meal in the evening. Actually, it's kind of like even though today is not Valentine's Day, it's kind of like my Valentine's Day because I am unfortunately working Valentine's Day, but that's fine. So I'm going out with my girlfriend. We're going for a lovely meal at a really nice restaurant. We've already done our gifts and everything like that, so you know, that's cool. I brought my girlfriend a Hoover. She loves it. I know that a lot of people will be like, wow, how romantic, but genuinely she does love hoovering. So if you know, it's like one of those kind of weird meme things where it's like, I think the weird thing about Valentine's Day is that it's quite close to Christmas, so I think you kind of do like I know like Valentine's Day for a lot of people it's just going to be box of chocolates, bunch of flowers, etc., etc., and that's fine. It's absolutely fine. You know, you can obviously do whatever you want, whatever you feel is fine. But I said to her, like, kind of before, I was like, listen, for Valentine's Day, because she was complaining so much about her Hoover, and it was really getting her down because she loves having a nice clean house. And I was like, do you just want me to get you a Hoover for Valentine's Day? And she was like, oh God, yes. So yeah, obviously I'm going to get her a card and you know, all that type of stuff, and probably get her I was actually going to be like, oh, I don't want to say what I'm going to get her because it would spoil it, but this clearly is not going out before Valentine's Day, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'll get some flowers probably delivered to her house and stuff. A house work, actually, probably make a big show. Again, some good amount of andesite here, that's awesome. Getting confused about what is andesite and what isn't. This is andesite though, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, and I think you can do like Valentine's Day like any way you want, and I kind of feel like Christmas is the time when you should get some more fun kind of gifts as well as a nice gift, almost. And then, you know, if she hadn't have needed a Hoover, I wouldn't have got her something so practical. I would have just got her, you know, something fun, maybe. But you know, as it was, just trying to justify the fact that I'm not a terrible boyfriend, basically, even though it sounds like I am. But we're actually looking to move in together, so we've been looking at some houses, things like that, so that's a kind of cool thing. So I think I've got enough of a backlog, or I am getting enough of a backlog, that, you know, service should not be too kind of out there, but it might be. But I also probably will do a nice kind of vlog if we get a house. You know, nothing is set in stone, is it? Unfortunately, he says ironically as he's mining. Thanks for that weird spookiness there, Minecraft. Yeah, so I think buying a house, like, I mean, if you live in the UK, I don't know how it is in other countries, but in the UK, like, you get a mortgage, fine. I think that's pretty standard wherever you go. Obviously, you know, you go to the bank. General gist of it, I think, is like it's 4 times what your salary is, or combined salaries if you buy with someone else. But my God, the UK housing market is crazy. Like, the prices of things are just ridiculous. You know, where we're looking is not particularly, like, I don't want to say it not an affluent area, but I guess it's not a crazy area. Like, if you want to live in London, it's impossible unless you're earning about 60 grand a year, and that will get you a 1-bed flat. There's one piece of iron, that's disappointing. Thought we might have hit a seam. I've spoken about London prices before, I'm sure, as I lived there for a while, but it is genuinely, like, unless you are earning a lot of money, it is pretty impossible to buy a house in London. And when I say house, I mean like something which you would consider probably living in, you know, with a family and stuff like that. Like, and you're probably going, well, that's silly because however many million people live in London, they can't all be rich, you know. And I would agree, but also there's a lot of poverty in London. There's a lot of places which you wouldn't want to live. There's also a lot of, you know, council buildings, etc., for people to kind of live there. So if you're kind of wanting to live somewhere which I guess is somewhere where people would, I guess, argue and say like, oh, it's a nice area, it will cost you just an absolute fortune, so you're best off just not doing it. And that kind of extends to just outside of London as well, or not even just outside of London, but, you know, up to an hour commute, I guess, into London is, you know, if you live in a place which has got like expensive, or you want to live in a place which has got good links to London, then expect to pay vastly more than you probably should do for a house, you know. So we're looking for just a 2-bedroom house. We're not having a family. that is a very mutual decision, don't worry. But just a 2-bed house, so we can have like a bedroom and then like a study for computers and things in there. Nothing crazy. We need a garden because we've got dogs. But that's not, if I was in London, garden would be like impossible. But most places have a garden or whatever, and and we need it to have good enough links to a train station for my girlfriend to still be able to commute to work. I drive to work, so it's not too much of an issue. And obviously, usual stuff of you want to live somewhere fairly nice, with kind of like a nice enough town to go into or whatever, but not like anywhere too busy or stuff like that really. We're both in our 30s, so we're not looking for the nightlife. But you're looking at that for 200,000, and like it's just like that is flipping insane. I was talking to someone the other day, and they were like, "Oh yeah, when I was 18, I bought a house, and it was like 45 grand." And they were like in their 40s now, and they're like, "Yeah, I paid the mortgage off when I was 27," and I'm like, "That's flipping ridiculous." That is ridiculous. But it's tough, and deposits as well. Don't get me started on having to save up a deposit. It's very tough. Do stuff like that. I'm very lucky that my girlfriend has a deposit, so because I sure as heck don't have the 20 to 30 grand that you basically need. But hopefully we should be okay. We've actually got a mortgage meeting tomorrow as I record this, so I'm a little bit like, I don't want to say nervous, but I'm a little bit like apprehensive. I think we'll be fine. We both have decent credit scores. We both earn decent amounts of money. Like, there's no real reason why we shouldn't get one, unless you always just wonder of that like weird thing just popping up. The other thing which slightly worries me, I guess, is Brexit as a whole. With how is that going to affect things? We could buy this house for 200 grand, for example, and then we could end up having a house worth a lot less because Brexit. So or vice versa, could be worth a lot more. No one really knows. It was actually on January the 31st the UK actually did leave the EU. However, there's a transition period where they still will. Is that diorite I'm picking up? I think that is diorite, isn't it? We might pick up some more diorite. We'll see what happens. Might not mind for a bit more. Yeah, so the UK did leave the EU. I feel quite sad about that. I didn't vote either way. I didn't feel like it was something that people should be voting on, because I felt like there were so many unknowns in it that it just came down to people lying about stuff really, and I think both sides as well, to a certain extent, and preying on people who are pretty much living in poverty and desperate, and giving them a glimmer of hope which might not necessarily be true. And I felt like that was just kind of the wrong thing to do. I think there was a debate to be had about leaving the EU, but I don't feel like the way anyone went about it on both sides was decent. And I didn't vote, so maybe I don't get to have a say, but that's fine. But let me just have a sip of tea actually. But it is quite sad, because there's going to be a lot of things which people are going to miss in this country. And it was very sad, where there was like people were talking about being able to take back our country, and we can now make laws instead of the EU making laws, and it's like that was never the case. Like, it was never the case. It's just quite sad, people were talking about, they wanted our bananas to be straight and stuff like this, and it's like, this isn't right, what people have been told. So it's sad. There's going to be a lot of upheaval, in the UK, a lot of change. You know, I don't think people are going to... It's certainly not going to go smoothly, because nothing in this country ever goes smoothly, unfortunately. We, you know... Governments, you know... Things take a long time. And I mean, we've got to agree all these trade agreements with different places and all this type of stuff. And I think that it's going to be a bit of a shock to some people. I've got a furnace upstairs, so we don't actually need to do that there. I'm going to take all of this back now, and we'll head back up. Perfect. Shit, I haven't got a pickaxe. Ah, poo. I have to make a pickaxe, don't I? That's annoying. Can I chuck away that single yellow flower? There we go. That was a bit of a dumb move, wasn't it? But there you go. I'm full of them, trust me. Okay. Oh, there's a spider. Might kill the spider because I don't want him near, when it gets dark, I don't want him near my home. There we go. Right, let's get this on. We probably need another chest because we've got so much stuff. Or, sorry, I will rephrase that and be like a double chest. We might want that dye actually. We definitely don't want some of this stuff. Gravel is not going to be that good. That was andesite. I want that back. Sure. Okay. Now, what does diorite look like when you combine it? Looks quite nice. And that's not bad actually. We got a hefty old stacks of them, didn't we? There, we did all right. Yeah, we can make a start on this, definitely. So, we kind of had this, and I'd like to have a slightly fancier door than, you know, just a normal door. But we could do something with like an iron door, I think, or something like that. I don't think you can do like a stone door. But what I'm thinking is we kind of have it so that we'll kind of come round. I don't really want it to be too crazily well, let's have it so it's kind of so that goes 5, so we want to go 5 here. Yeah, that works out well, I think. And then we go 1, so we have 2 in between, which will go here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have, that's a pickaxe. 1, 2, 5. Cool. Okay, so that's kind of circular, which is nice. And yeah, I quite like that. Let's start by just kind of building it up, I guess. Guess it's a little bit more difficult to build it up than on a normal. Oh. I like the way I'm kind of like encompassing my little wooden shack thing that I built, because that's quite good actually. I quite like the idea of that. It's kind of like having a caravan and then building a house around it, so you can still live in the caravan but you're building the house around it. Which is exactly what I just said, really. Yeah, there wasn't even an analogy there. It was just exactly what I'm doing. Maybe more homes should do that. I don't know how high we're going to get actually. Things like windows, stuff like that, we can put in because we don't really know the layout inside yet, so we don't know where the windows are going to want to go. So is that? No, it's gravel. Oh shit! Well, that wasn't the plan. If we build it up with gravel, then we can break it down easily. Break it down. This is quite relaxing. I think we're just going to see how this how high we can go, how this looks, and then we can kind of make some adjustments to it. Just think of this as a very rough, outer shell without any features yet. Oop, got 64 more. I also like the way that I dug my mine, like underneath it directly. So there's now just a giant sinkhole just formed underneath my tower, ready for it just to fall in. Obviously that won't happen, but it's just quite funny. It's a great view though, isn't it? And that's it. Okay. Oh, it's a cracking view. I'd like us to be like the tallest thing around. We've got a little way to go for that yet. Let's drop down onto this gravel. There we go. Ooh, okay. We've still got room to get out. That's quite cool actually. So we can actually get rid of this wood. We'll use wood for the floors, but I want to use a dark wood, not the light wood. And obviously things aren't where they'll go and stuff like that, but I think we won't have anything on the ground floor. It'll just be we'll try and do like a spiral staircase up to a floor, I think, and then kind of take it from there. Boop, boop, boop. Cool, okay. So, yeah, we definitely need more. Let's go have a look at it from down here. Oh, it's very imposing, isn't it? Yes, like it so far. Right, so we just need more andesite, basically. Like it. I wonder if there's something to be said for changing the materials at some point on it. I would love a bit of mossy cobblestone actually, that would look pretty cool, but I think you can only get that in dungeons, so I don't know if that's we've got cobble, we've got sticks as well. There you go. That's enough pickaxes. We have got that polished diorite as well. Okay. Let's do a little bit more mining. Apologies if you're like, oh, why don't you go and do something? Because unfortunately in this game you do need resources to go and do stuff. So, yeah. Let's go this way. There's already a little. I just want to try and pick up another. Oh, coal's good. That's more andesite there as well. That's good. It's pretty common, so it's not like we're using, you know, marble or anything like that to try and make anything out of. So it's quite common, or bone or something like that, you know. Netherite. It will look very kind of like imposing and very dark, I think, but that's kind of the idea, though. My one other big bugbear, I was talking about houses. I feel like, firstly, some houses are too big. Like that, it's just they're too big. You know, I know that, like, it's like, well, you know, if people can afford to buy a 6-bedroom house, then, you know, they can have a 6-bedroom house. But you are like, well, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Really, like, people just love having big houses. But the other thing is that they need to build more affordable houses. And when I say affordable, I mean actually affordable, not just like, oh, it's only 150 grand. Because I don't think houses should cost as much as they do. When you actually kind of, you know, base it out, obviously there's costs incurred, land, you know, all the stuff you need to set up. But realistically, you know, if you costed out a house to build, it would not cost anywhere near what people sell them for, would it? You know, and I get that in society, that's the way it works. Like, you know, that car you brought did not cost, you know, 15 grand to build, did it? You know, that's, you know, people make money. That's the whole basis of our society in a way. People provide services and goods, you know, for more money than they created it for, thus, you know, making a profit and being able to sustain a business. But I think that there should be like that's fine, but I also think that there should almost be like a charity building firm which actually doesn't build things for profit. Obviously the costs incurred of it, you know, people's, you know, decent wages to build it, you know, the costs and items and, you know, that type of stuff, there shouldn't be but not. I wonder if we could get houses down to maybe 50 or 60 grand again in society. And also, like, I mean, I see lots of things, you know, people doing things like 3D printing houses and stuff like that, and I feel like that's kind of the future we need in a way, because like the current market, you know, or the current way we do things, and everyone just kind of holds on to it because it's like, oh, it's tradition, but it just doesn't work anymore. Like, there's too many people in the world and they need houses. Like that, we should not live in a society in the UK where there's homeless people. It just doesn't, it shouldn't happen. Everybody, there's enough houses and rooms in this country for everybody to have somewhere to sleep at night. It's just that that's not the way it works. Again, lots of iron though. So that's really good. That iron should have smelted as well, actually. You get the rest of our stuff and we can probably kit ourselves out with a full iron set of tools as well, and still have a fair amount spare. So that'd be really good. I think we've been quite lucky as well with the andesite. I can hear lava. It's definitely coming from that way. Or maybe this way. Don't want to accidentally hit a vein, you know. Okay. much we got? Okay. I think if we get another 4 stacks, that actually probably would suffice, because we'd be able to build the tower basically twice as tall, which is essentially what I am aiming to do. I can tell you one thing that I'm very excited about, which was and probably actually it might even be up before this episode goes up, but we'll see, is the new kind of expansion for Division 2. Division 2 is a game which I have to say is probably my game of the year for 2019. I think it was really good, and people complain about it. They say same old things I see all the time, like, oh, in the end game it's not that good, blah blah. I'm like, okay, I get it, but also, why don't you appreciate the 45 hours of content you had before that a little bit, than just saying, oh, I'm struggling to still play this game that I brought 6 months ago, even though I feel like sometimes some games, and I appreciate that it's kind of the standard nowadays, but I do feel like sometimes people have a bit of a misconception of time / cost of games. They're like, well, I played this game for 140 hours and it cost me £40, so I want to be able to play this game for that long. Oh no, wait, I can't. Oh well, this game must be worse then. Well, no, that's not really the way it works either, is it? Some developers might make a 20-hour, £45 game, but at the end of the day, if those 20 odd hours are excellent, I want to find this lava because it could lead us to a cavern, which would be quite useful. It's very loud around here. It's not very loud, but it's louder. Okay, that was good. Ooh, bit of iron. Oh, gold. The danger is real. Hey, those little things that jump up, they will burn you. So I'm taking it nice and easy. Gonna get this iron though. Good. I guess we can get that gold. Don't think we're low enough for diamonds, I'm pretty sure on that. Kind of gave me a fright there. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about the Division 2. They announced the expansion for that, which goes back to New York actually and ties up some of the loose ends of the first game, which I'm like, oh, cool. I like that. I love the New York setting. I preferred it to the Washington setting without a doubt. Not to say the Washington setting is bad, but I just felt the New York one was so good. The fact it was set in winter, around Christmas was just perfect, I think. And the Division 1, when it came out, it had a lot of problems, a lot of critics. Again, I think it was that thing where people judge a game on its end game, and that's not fair. Like they do it with Destiny all the time, where they're like, oh yeah, but what's the end game like? And you're like, I mean, I get it, like that is an important part to some people, but I don't feel like you can judge a game, you shouldn't judge a game on its end game. Like it's a weird mentality to have. Like, enjoy the journey. I haven't got my iron pickaxe, idiot. I could probably make one though. This is where I go. I haven't got any sticks, have I? Fucking idiot. specialising Sesame Street. Oh well, it's gold. I mean, gold's not really a big deal. I'll come back down and get it at some point. Don't really want all this cobble, but there's some coal there. I'll take that though. It's quite dangerous, isn't it, really? Should probably do something like that. Yeah. There we go. Plenty of coal. Actually a ton of iron as well, to be fair. More coal. Okay. Okay. How much answer have we got? One. Not enough yet, I don't think anyway. But we've kind of exhausted what was around here a little bit. I think that might be it though. Oh, could have found another seam. Yeah, as I was saying anyway about Division 2, I keep losing track of where I'm talking about that, but I'm very excited for that, actually. I really like the game. I'm not a min-maxer, I'm not someone out there who's like maxed out on everything or anything like that. I am, you know, substantially through the end game, if you like. I find it just a fun game to play on my own. I like the story, I like the lore, I like the setting. Yeah, I like the gameplay hook is really good as well. Yeah, I like a lot about that game. I do think it gets judged a bit harshly when I think you take a step back and you actually look at it and you go, yeah, like if anybody was like, oh, is the Division 2 worth getting for like 40 quid? I'd be like 100% yes. Because so long as you can enjoy the journey. And you're not somebody who's like going to rush, because that's what I hate as well, when people rush through games to get to the end game. You're like, what? It's like rushing through, you know, the Avengers movie to just get to the action bits. You're like, well, it's a film. You need to see all the bits. Like, this film's going too slow. I'm just going to get to the end and just find out what happens. Oh, the ending was this disappointment. Well, you're supposed to watch the rest of the movie. It's kind of how it was intended. But yeah. I love the mods for Minecraft where you have like the quarry and stuff like that. I really love those. You know, I feel like the mods makers now are really struggling to keep up, and understandably so, by the way, not me having to go at them, but they're, you know, struggling to keep up, I think, with the pace at which Minecraft is getting updates, because the pace at which I'd love to see like a flowchart of like Minecraft updates since Microsoft took over compared to before Microsoft took over, because it does seem to be that they've just ramped up, which is really good, because they obviously looked at it and went, hang on a minute, there's a lot of money to be made on Minecraft and like people playing it, but the only way we're going to make that money is if we keep it relevant, and by doing that, by doing these free updates and stuff like that. So really happy that they do that, because obviously Minecraft nowadays, it isn't even about the game sales, it's about the spin-off, the merchandise, the all that type of stuff, and that's fine. That keeps people interested, but the base game's got to stay relevant for all the people to buy that merchandise and the licensing and all that type of stuff. It's got to be there, So we'll see. I mean, there's got to be a Minecraft movie coming at some point, you'd think. You would think. I know we've had the Telltale Games did one. But if you think like, oh, how could they do a movie on Minecraft? Well, listen, they've done Lego movies, so yeah. Don't underestimate people's ability to make a film out of anything. Angry Birds. There's 2 Angry Birds movies. That makes me angry in itself. But I mean, Angry Birds, I never felt like it was a good game, to be honest with you. Like, it was like something fun, I guess, to while away the hours. Not hours, but minutes, when you might be on a bus journey or something, or a train. But the repetitive nature of it was just a bit like, ugh. But it was a bit of a phenomenon at the time. I think sometimes, like, what you would call hardcore gamers, which would be people who regularly play video games, keep up to date with everything. I don't mean like people who like their lives are video games, but hardcore gamers, we forget sometimes that there is this whole kind of like very casual market out there. Sometimes people at work who just have no interest in video games, they're just talking about Candy Crush and stuff like that. And they're like, oh yeah, I was playing Candy Crush, blah blah. And it's a weird concept to me, because I'm like, well, surely if you like that game, you would like, something better, like an actual game. But it's almost like they just feel like that is just closed off to them, Which I guess is why something like the Wii did so well, the Nintendo Wii, because it managed to get those casual gamers in, who weren't on the cutting edge, and got them playing games again, or playing games full stop. Right, let's do this. So, there we go. Okay, hopefully we've got enough now to not necessarily finish, but at least get the majority done. 64, 64. Oh, we definitely have. I didn't realise I actually had so much. Got way more than I thought. Excellent. Oh, and it's still daytime. I think we must have like just gone through the night. Nice. Right, we'll use gravel because it's easy to need gravel though first. Oh, and we need to get a lot of coal as well, didn't we? I didn't even realise. What do I need? Boots. Then I'm full. I'm iron armour. Then I'm Iron Man. Boom. Excellent. There's some gravel. That's what we need. Don't need cobble. Yeah. It's alright. That'll do. Right, let's We should sleep. Idiot. Actually, we don't really need to sleep. I just need to put a door on. A temporary door. There we go. Now we're okay. Right. We probably need to put some torches up. Yeah, there we go. Just in case. Damn it. There we go. Oh, our wheat's growing well. Huh? Oh, okay. Very confused. Oh, this is quicker. Oh. There's a creeper there. You're getting into my tower, creeper. No, no, no. Something's gone wrong here with how I'm building this, and I can't quite work out what it is. There's an Enderman. Right, let's just go one round. Just to get us back onto the same level again. There we go. There we go. We are building one hell of a tower. Oh yeah. Also, we're blatantly going to die. There's some lava. Must be lava over there and over there. I haven't really looked around at night, actually, to be fair. It's quite beautiful, though, isn't it? Actually, really. It's cool though with the village like all lit up like that. We'll have to maybe investigate those bits of lava. They might have a cave or something, you never know. There's one of those sand zombies. Skelly Bob. How much got left? Oh, just 120. I should have brought a bucket of water up here, shouldn't I? Never mind. Could have just gone down the side or something. I think I'll be able to jump off into the... Do we want to go higher than this? Let's just have a little look around actually. So we've got got a lot of spiders, a lot of zombos. All just minding their own business, aren't they? Skeleton just popped up there. Some more of those sand zombies. There's quite a lot of skeletons. A lot of zombies over there. Let's maybe go, yeah, do one more run. Okay. So for now, I think this will suffice. What we're going to have to do is make it into that water. Oh, we had one left. Oh, that is amazing. Because I think we're too high up there to drop down to that ground. Oh, how are we? Let's have a look. I think we could drop onto the gravel without dying, actually, yeah. He says that he already makes that diving board. I don't want to fall backwards. If I did die, I'd respawn in there by my bed anyway, and it wouldn't really be much of a problem, but don't want to lose my experience from life. Right. I mean, we knew it hurt, but it's alright. Damn it. Cool. We have quite a lot of iron. That's really good. Oh, okay, cool. Let me sleep. Awesome. Okay, let's go out in the sunlight and we can have a look. We might just give it a minute. Well, the skelly bobs will die if that's a bit freaky. Okay. Let's check. There's no creepers. There's a creeper there. Let's go get him. Yo, bro. Oh my god, is that a mini zombie riding a chicken? It's actually a mini zombie riding the chicken. He's gonna try to kill me. I don't want to kill you, bro, but you're very cute, but you're gonna try and kill me, aren't you? So yeah, sorry. That was cool though. I don't think I've ever seen that before, so that's cool. Oh my god, look at this place. So I know at the minute it does look very a bit dumb, really, actually, to be fair, but I think once we actually do get it a bit more shaped and a bit more yeah, it's gonna look good. Let's take all these bones. Yeah, cool. Okay, well, that's probably what we'll work on next time. Till then, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been my pleasure, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.